live on the radio station and live on Facebook and IG. Y'all get to see the uncut version. Y'all see all the technical difficulties.
We good.
Okay, hi everybody in Sadior land. We're sorry for late. What had happened was we black, and it's always so we actually started early,
Mama.
but then we was all having technicalities in the back. Not all of us, not Roscoe, just me and black.
Technical difficulties.
Yes. Of course the man was ready, but the two women of the show, we was having issues. But that's
Yeah, he didn't have to put on his girdle or anything. So he, he pretty much did that.
Yeah, so give us a break. Give us a break.
Thanks, Mama Lisa. Thanks for joining. She said we look great, y'all. Thank you so much, Mama Lisa.
Who said that? Lisa.
Mama Lisa. She said
hi,
we look
Mama
great.
Lisa. We're gonna try not to curse and none of that. I'm lying.
Anyway.
Mama Lisa, you be putting so much pressure on us. You know this is called the Uncensored Show.
Hey, Mama Lisa.
We're gonna be keeping it real. And we got filthy mouths, and then we be feeling bad afterwards. Like, damn, we had the spiritual leader on listening to us, and we said like 30 cursed.
We love you, Mama Lisa. One thing about Mama Lisa is she keep it real. She know what it is. She know how I do. She try to keep me in line. So we good.
Hopefully she know that we keeping it real too.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody on Instagram.
Should I go live on Facebook?
No. Go. You could go on your page, Ra, because he's gonna. Mark is gonna probably already shared it to our page. So somebody got to read the comments on Facebook.
I ain't get no notifications.
Okay, I'm just saying, but go on your other phone to look at the comments. Okay.
I'm on.
All right, everybody. We about to have a good show. Well, hopefully it's a good show. We think we lined up a good show. What y'all think?
Of course, we always have a good show. So no doubt. And we're super excited. We got, our new co-host, Roscoe.
He ain't new no more. Last week he was new. Now it's just Roscoe, Black Queen.
Roscoe, regular Roscoe.
Right, radical Rod.
Yeah, you went from
the first show. He was new.
Regular Roscoe. That's
regular
hilarious.
Roscoe.
Yeah.
So how y'all doing? Y'all had a great week. How's everything been doing? Everybody out there in Sadior land, Facebook, Instagram, even my co-host. How everything been going since the last time we met?
Everything's good. Just trying to, keep up with the current events and maintain a social life and work and all that, trying to balance everything out. But we don't need to ask how you doing because you somewhere on vacation right now. Those of you guys that don't know, Miss Black Glitter Glory, she was just underneath the pine trees. She had to leave the pine trees to come do this whole show. So she, she's out. And where you at, sis?
I'm in Orlando. I just, it was baby boy birthday, so we decided to come out to the timeshare and have a little bit of fun. So I'm still mommying, I'm still mothering, and still, trying to incorporate having a little bit of fun and still working. You see, I'm here with y'all, so I ain't missing a beat.
Ra, you see who on the phone on the line? It's Burger on your uncle on there.
Who?
Uncle Burger.
Uncle Burger on there.
What up, Burger? Hi, Edward. I see you joined too. Hi, Eddie Joe.
Shout out to my cousin Gina. Oh, Mama, have a great show. Thank you. We ain't telling you to leave. You can still stay, Mama Lisa. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You keep us a little level, like, so we don't go too far left. You keep the devil away. Like, yeah, we got the spiritual leader on our side so the devil don't come in and stuff.
We need your anointing. This show wouldn't manifest without you. Absolutely.
Hey, Eddie Joe. Okay,
what's up?
Oh, well, we forgot the I don't, please forgive me. Because I really feel bad that how did we forget to even acknowledge in our last show that it was Black History Month.
Oh, man.
Now we on the last day, but shout out, to the whole 28 days we had. You know why it is? Because I do appreciate, Black History Month, but it's Black History. month, every month for me. I'm always pro-Black, always,
Absolutely.
On my pro-Black movement. So that's why I didn't, really not acknowledge it or remember to acknowledge it. But those guys, now we acknowledging it, even though it's the last day of the month. Hope you guys, learned something that y'all didn't learn about our heritage or any, something like that. And continue. Don't let it stop just because the month is over.
Yeah, we as Black people have contributed to society, and we have a lot of great accomplishments to be thankful for. It's so unfortunate that most of that stuff has been swept under the rug. We are great scientists, great doctors, attorneys, everything you could imagine. We're really great at, and I'm so excited because the boys really have learned a lot of new stuff this month about our Black history and culture. And my fault for not schooling them on so much of it, a little bit, but not as much. But they learn a lot of different Black people and their accomplishments, and it's been great. And
Well,
they've been
maybe
really
they could give us
excited.
some lessons because these kids these days they be knowing more than us anyway.
But that's a great thing, and I'm so God bless all of us Black people, African American as they call it.
Right.
And I almost got into a few bar fights because we in Republican state. So all I've been hearing is Como is trash and da 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 da. A lot of red hats out here. So it's been a lot of smoke going on out here in Florida. I'm telling you, I had to be very, very tight-lipped.
Oh Lord. So they was out there trying to bait you because they heard your little New
I
York
told you,
accent.
sis, they've been trying to bait me so bad. I mean, we at the pool and on vacation. All they've been talking about is, can you still hear me echoing? Everybody?
Oh, people were saying she's echoing?
Yeah, I'm echoing. Mommy Lisa said I'm echoing.
Oh yeah, I see, Gina. Is all of us echoing or just her? What's up, Tease? Okay, so I'm gonna talk. Am I echoing? Everybody in IG land, y'all let me know if I'm echoing or not. Am I echoing? Ayana, I'm echoing. Who you saying yes to, me or Black? Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, they say just Black. So do you have everything turned down on you, Black?
I have everything turned down. I don't know. Is it the pitch in my voice? Because every time I'm echoing. And this is a new device that I'm on. So some people, T saying no, not on his side. We good. What up, T?
You got your original ad libs.
Okay, so you sure the device on your phone is turned all the way down, right?
Yes, ma'am. I already know this because it happens every time.
Well, hopefully, huh?
I don't know.
Exit out of this.
I'm trying to move my devices a little further away from one another. Is that it? Is it coming still? Yeah. Can you hear it, T? I'm still echoing.
Hey, what's up, Sarah?
You heard me, Fatima?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna leave and rejoin the Instagram because I don't see no comments from nobody.
I see the comments.
But I thought he was doing Facebook. Anyway, let's go ahead.
You gotta swipe up, Rob.
At the bottom, the last thing I see is Artorio Brown joined. I know he joined a while ago.
You're talking about on Facebook.
I'm already on Facebook. I'm talking about on IG.
On IG, I see Artorio Brown join on Facebook, not on IG. On IG, I see us, and it says you are echoing, and people saying, Sarah just said, hey.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave and then rejoin.
Okay. Sorry, guys. And they saying that you're still echoing.
Mm-hmm. Instagram don't like me.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, y'all keep talking. Maybe I need to join on Facebook.
You can't join on Facebook.
Okay, well, go ahead. Keep going. We still have a show to run. I don't hear myself echoing anymore. Is it still echoing, Lisa?
Simone, can you hear her? Is she echoing? Okay, so Simone says that Simone says that it doesn't sound like you're echoing right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, we're gonna go on, try to go on with the show. Hopefully it's not too bad. Right. Ra, I don't know, it's frozen right now, Ra.
Yeah, same thing with mine. When I try to rejoin, it's still saying I'm up there.
Sorry about this, y'all. This is what happens when you use all of these different devices and you drink wine.
Now I just sent you another one. See what happens now. Now I can see everybody. I see Barry saying black is lightly echoing.
But you're frozen on my end.
I accept my join now.
Huh?
You have to accept my join. I requested to join.
Yeah. What's so crazy is I see your last live on the bottom of me, and it's just like you're just frozen. This is so sad.
We started.
Anyway.
What's up, Corey? I think it's my connection right now because it's like tithering, but that's funny how I see me. You still see me, Rob?
I see you and only you,
but you don't see yourself? Mm. Oh, they say you good now, Ayana. I mean, Black.
Okay. Well, I ain't saying nothing. That's why.
That's true.
I'm like, okay, but that's fine. I'm trying to turn my voice over here.
What up?
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna end the live on censor, and we're gonna come right back because it's like it's like frozen. But everybody that's on me and Keisha live, y'all can still stay on here.
So we're sorry about that, and thank y'all for tuning in to the Uncensored Sadior radio show. Hopefully y'all been blessed and had a good week. We got some wonderful stuff that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about what is a criminal and what defines criminal, and the depths of it.
Hold on,
even I was a little misled on
I see you right now.
Meaning of or definition of a criminal. And Queen, she had to enlighten me. And I was laughing at Queen because
they all were laughing at me.
Huh? I was laughing at Queen because it convicted me when I found out the actual meaning. And I guess I was in denial because, probably like everybody else, my intentions weren't to be a criminal, but I done did some criminal shit in my time. So it actually blows.
Well, we all have.
I haven't.
I know that's right, Rob.
Okay, well, everybody, we good now.
That shit according to fire, I don't know.
Okay, so let's give them the back. First of all, we were supposed to start off with trending topics.
Okay.
And then get into the main topics. Well, since we haven't been on the air, it's a whole bunch of stuff that been trending and going viral. So some of the things, I tried to jot down, to talk about is first subject we're gonna bring on the table is the Meek Mill and Kobe Bryant scandal. What should we call it?
Scandal.
Not scandal, but discrepancy or beef or whatever. For those who don't know, Meek Mill.
Kobe Bryant disrespect. That's what I was saying.
Well, listen, we can't say that, Rob.
Nah, that wasn't no disrespect.
That's what I was gonna say. Some may feel it's disrespectful and some may feel it's not. So let's just give the details. Meek Mill made a song, and in the song he referenced Kobe Bryant in there. And Kobe Bryant's widow wife found the verse to be disrespectful. And she tweeted him and told him that, if you have any respect for her husband, you wouldn't have said that or whatever. And, instead of to me, or whatever, I don't know. I saw what he had getting around. It wasn't the nicest thing to say, but even if you didn't think it was disrespectful, I feel like once you start talking about somebody's dead family member and they take offense to it, and you mean it, and you don't mean no offense, and you respect that person, you apologize. So for what I'm understanding is he said that he apologized to her privately. But what I personally don't like is when someone publicly violates or disrespects me and then wants to privately apologize or privately try to square things off. No. That's all fine. You could do that. We could do that privately, but you got to do that publicly too. The public, the apology got to be as loud as the disrespect. So that's my take on it. What's you guys' take on it?
Well, I'm gonna tell it to you like this. What he said to me wasn't a direct offense at Kobe, because when you writing and you rapping and you using metaphors, nobody is obsolete, living or dead. He is not the first man who said anything about a dead person in a metaphor. He said he gonna be going out with the chopper, going down with the chopper like he Kobe. Okay, he said it. I don't think he directly meant a disrespect to Kobe Bryant. In fact, the reason that you use metaphors is to highlight or pay homage or whatever, how you want to do it to it. I don't think that was his intentions was bad. I'm a writer, so I know I don't use metaphors in my life. So that was wrong. But I think, and another thing was, she clearly stated that she's not a rap fan. She doesn't listen to rap. So how did it get back to her? Somebody starting beef. Somebody was being messy and said Meek Mills said XYZ and brought it to her attention and probably gave it to her like, yo, he was trying to disrespect Kobe. So I just think it was blown out of proportion. I don't think that Meek was wrong, but I agree with you, Queen. If she felt the way about it, he needs to apologize. You know what I'm saying? She's acting very sensitive about it. We understand that Kobe died and everything like that, but it is what it is. But I agree, she should apologize he should apologize because she felt offended by the statement.
But what kind of apologies? Because from what I'm hearing, he said he apologized to her privately.
Okay, well, why do I gotta publicize the apology? Because I wasn't the one who brought it to the media. Everybody else who was being messy, and he
brought it to the media when he made it a public song.
Huh?
And when he bought it, he made it public when he made it a public song.
He made a metaphor. He made a metaphor. He didn't know that somebody was gonna go back and take it sensitive. I mean, mad people we reference to in hip hop, we use mad dead people songs and remake them. If you want to reference that.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. Like, my mother, you have respect for her and everything, and you said something in your rhyme, and everybody in the world misinterpreted it and took it like it was disrespect. Me and you had a conversation. You ain't gonna publicly address it like, yo, I done spoke to my girl. She know I ain't mean no disrespect. Or you just gonna continue to allow everybody to think.
I don't know.
Disrespecting my mother.
You using you putting a scenario where I know you my little sis. If I be like, yo, Umi make me live with her, she could be mad fool.
That's what my comment was gonna be next. My comment was gonna be, how would Meek Mill, like, if somebody used his dead father in the metaphor, or you dead as a doorknob like Meek Mill father? Would he like that?
I don't know. I'm saying right now, or I'm saying to myself, I know how metaphors go. And I'm not saying that. I said because she was sensitive to it, that he should apologize to her. It makes no difference if it's public or private, as long as he gets to her and apologizes to her. Because some people may feel like, I don't need to apologize, period. But as long as he does offer her, he does that gesture and offer her apology, it shouldn't matter if it's private or public.
Some people on Facebook is saying, these rappers need to be held accountable for what comes out of their mouth.
It's a fact. It's a fact, Moni.
And some Nitty said, I think he meant it as in a captain going down with the ship. Okay, but my thing is this: some things needs to be clarified, and let's say you said that apology is an apology. Now, let's say take something personal in your life. Have you ever been publicly violated or disrespected by someone? And then imagine them doing that and then trying to apologize to you in private. You okay with that as long as they apologize? But the last thing that anybody seen was them publicly violating you. And
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Queen. But it happened to me plenty of times where people said certain things, whatever, and then they double back and say, hey, Black, You know, I ain't mean to say that, or it turned out wrong, sis, or whatever the case may be. It don't always got to be a public. Sometimes I may want a public, and sometimes I'll be like, the fact that you came back and we squashed it, and I feel comfortable with the apology. That's how it is. You know, I understand what you're saying. If she wanted a public apology, that's fine. But I'm saying an apology these days from these Meek Mill is a whole character within himself. He just be lately, I can't, you know, I don't know him personally.
Rob want to check in.
Lately, he's been, you know, under the fire for a lot of stuff. As long as he offered that lady an apology, because she's at a very vulnerable point, I think, you know, that's the main thing. You know, she's not a very public person.
Okay, so another thing that was trending. What you say, Rob? Yeah, what you was gonna say?
I was gonna ask Black, how would she feel if somebody did that to her?
I mean, of course I would feel away. You know, I would feel away. But again, because I know how rap is and I know I've done it, I referenced to people and I didn't mean initially any harm by, you know, I didn't mean, you know, like, yo, your nigga died, I'm taunting you, yeah. I felt like, I just told you what I felt like. I felt like in rap, when you use a metaphor, everything all is no holds barred. And that's because I'm a writer and I've done rap before and I heard plenty of songs and we always use metaphors like that.
I get it.
So that's why I said I didn't take it that way, but I'm a rapper and a writer. So that's why I understood it. But to the average person, that may be more offensive.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's so much shit in this world to talk about. Why you want to talk about that? Why you want to make a metaphor out of that? Like, I get it, but there's so many other things you could have made a metaphor out of.
He could have made and I agree with that too, Rob. He could have.
And I heard the whole song was Meek that he made. I heard it
was come out when he passed away. When did Kobe pass away? As a matter of fact,
last year, February.
February, and now you're gonna come out with a song in February saying that line. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Right. I get it.
I may be a little biased about the situation because to me, Meek gets on my nerve. I think he's very goofy. I really do. I just think he's an attention seeker. He be doing mad, goofy, cornball shit. He likes to sometimes throw rocks and hide his hands and act like, oh, it's she, it's he this. And is this not even talking about the 6ix9ine shit? Like some of the shit that I think he started with Nicki, and then when you see the husband, it's a different tone. Then the whole getting Safari beat up. But standing there, it's just he's just been on this train of goofy shit for a while. So it's like he annoys me. And then when he became so vocal, remember when he came home from jail and everything, he was talking about girls with this and girls with that, and he just had something to say about everything. So Meek has been getting on my nerves for a while. So I'm really not on his side. The only time I was pretty much like really on his side was maybe with this Tekashi and him and Tekashi situation. And even that, I really think is corny too. Because if you're going to be so publicly and talking about this man, when you see him, fuck all of that police shit, you know what I mean? You saw people, y'all take penitentiary chances for anything else. You know what I mean? Y'all walking around with guns, niggas walking around with guns, selling drugs, talking about they'll kill this one, kill that one. And now you talked all this shit about this snitch. And then when he run up on you or anything, you don't smack him, you don't do nothing. You just go say, oh, you trying to get me locked up? I thought y'all motherfuckers ain't give a fuck about getting locked up. Y'all doing all type of shit and rapping about all type of shit. I thought taking the penitentiary chance for a little smack would be worth it for a motherfucker that's supposed to have rat and hurt the whole culture. But we ain't gonna get into that because we already talked about the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. So with him ratting, but I do want to talk about he brings us into the next thing that was trending, where we know that he had ran down on Meek, but have y'all seen the videos where he has ran down on 2 other guys that was like videotaping him, and he started talking about you pussy and trying to antagonize them as well. Have y'all seen the videos?
Nah, I didn't. You mentioned it to me, but both of them are annoying. I'm like, is it anything else to rap in these two motherfuckers? I'm tired of
hearing too much light. That's why he's doing that shit. Like he said, if niggas would have just paid him or leave him alone, he wouldn't be doing none of this shit. He don't need to be paid attention to me. That's how I feel. Like, yo, he's a rat. Why would I even want to pay that nigga any type of attention? I don't even want to mention his name. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to try to diss him or none of that because he's a fucking rat. He just need to stay the fuck away from me and I stay the fuck away from him. That's simple.
What people
Why
are
would I
saying
even waste
online.
my breath
They
on
said they
somebody
sick of the clown. Some of the comments is 100. They sick of the clown. Can't understand why he is even still breathing. Somebody said that's funny. But yeah, so I know you don't want to mention him, but that's another one of the trending topics, that one. And then on the, to bring it on a flip side, after we talk about what the boys call him, Snitch 9. I guess we supposed to talk about Bobby Smurda release and how, you know, we want to, I guess, you know, what do we want to do about Bobby Smurda? I don't want to say we want to be saluting, you know, guys that come home from jail. I know we had, you know, made mention of that, and, you know, glorifying guys that come home from jail. We need to get away from that. But I will say this about the whole Bobby Smurda. My opinion on it is, I think that the only reason why I feel like the brother should be saluted, not because he didn't rap, because I don't believe in that, like paying, you know, giving somebody credit for something that they supposed to do. That's like throwing a tick-attack parade for a father because he take care of his kid. If you out there in the streets, you calling yourself a hustler, drug dealer, murderer, and all of that, and you don't snitch, like, you're not supposed to do that. So what I will say, what he did was honorable, was he took more time for his homie to get less time. So I think that's something that he should be saluted for. But I was a little disturbed, not disturbed or perplexed by why they were celebrating Rowdy Rebel. Like, what did he do? He committed a crime. He shut his fucking mouth. He did his time and he came home. They damn near threw this man a parade, and I really didn't understand what was the celebration about. Like, are we this fucked up in the game that we making a big deal out of a dude that just came home from jail from doing a crime because he didn't snitch? Okay, he didn't snitch. He wasn't supposed to. Just like you have a kid, you're supposed to take care of your kid. Are we throwing you parades because you're a good father, Roscoe? Are we throwing you parades because you're a good mother, Keisha?
Well, they do.
Because they do. They throw you parades.
They do. I mean, and our culture is to a point where, you know, a lot of us haven't been really good, and so we put the emphasis on, and we've been so, you know, far from doing the right things that we put the emphasis on it. Like, hey, but it's always good to encourage, you know, when you see your homeboy or your people's coming home. I've had family members who come home. I had my uncle come home from murder and everything. The reason why I'm cheering you on, because I know and I feel like a lot of people, when they are incarcerated, they take a different mind frame. They take a different path. They're talking different. They're saying that they're going to operate and do things different. They're going to leave that past life behind, or they're going to make all efforts to. And so my celebration is, you're safe, you're coming home, and you're going to renew yourself. Everybody needs a chance. But if you a repeat offender and you keep going in there year after year, like some people I know, kids been in there 50 million times, husband, baby father been in there 50 million times, and they keep throwing a parade. Now that I don't respect. But
so some of the comments is, I don't even somebody said they want to see him win. He paid his debt to society. They hope he don't get caught up again. Some people are saying facts. Some people are saying they didn't get a parade. I guess they didn't get a parade when they came home. Other people, Moni is saying it can be looked as his people was happy to see him and that he came out alive. It can be looked as his people was happy to see him. So my thing is this. Of course, everybody knows that I have a brother that's incarcerated. My ex was incarcerated, and I do believe, you know, when they came home, you know, you're happy, and you know, you want to have a get together and celebrate and welcome them home. That was different than what that was taking place. They made a whole production out of shit. If Rowdy Rebel and Bobby Smurda came home and had a small little celebration with his close friends and family that was there for him, you know what I'm saying, when he was incarcerated. No, they had the TVs, they had the jet, they had the production, everything was posted. We got the big chains. I just think everything was just like a whole big production. That's totally different. And this what they did is being broadcasted across all of social media, all over the news, for like it's a movie. So therefore, it's like it's being glorified.
Well, that's because of his lifestyle. He was an artist, so he was a public. He was in the public, you know. So that's why. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the average Joe Smo, you know, our average family member. But he was a rapper. He was in videos. He was doing all of this prior to him going to jail. So as soon as he come out, nevertheless, I mean, he's gonna get that same notoriety.
Somebody say, "Hey, that's the world." Simone said, "Hey, that's the world we live in nowadays." And that's what we're talking about. The world that we live in nowadays this is not a good world that we living in. We need to start changing and shifting things, like, because do you see the direction that is going in and where we at right now? Because everybody takes this attitude where, you know, this is how things is done, and we keep doing how things have always been done. It start getting worse and worse and worse, and now we here.
No, I agree. We need to take more accountability.
Well, Rod, you was gonna say something? Rod, you got it. You want to show with two.
I don't want to cut the queens off and seem like a disrespectful nigga. You know what I mean? I don't want to cut the queens off and seem like a disrespectful nigga.
Listen, you can't be all the way gentleman. You know
this is what we're gonna do from now on. This is what we're gonna do from now on. Fatima, you gonna speak? You gonna speak, and then I'm gonna speak. Okay?
Okay.
We're gonna set some rules here. Because y'all two were just boom, 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 boom. Now, boom, 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 boom. God damn, what I'm gonna talk?
You are right. Okay, so let's not act like act like it's not an audience here, and we're not on live and on the station and all that. So, how do you get in the word in edgewise when it's me and you on the phone?
Like old girl said, this the times we live in now. Because when back in the days when a man came home from jail, yes, people showed him love, but they showed him love privately. Like it wasn't like a big thing. They showed, yo, so-and-so just came home. They went to his crib, gave him something, boom, boom, chill with him for a little bit and broke out. It wasn't like a big video shoot, you know. So now we have social media, so everything is publicized. Like, so you get to see all this shit now. And to me, that's what makes it corny. Like, yo, y'all niggas doing too much. Let the nigga come home, breathe. You know, we shouldn't be glorifying these niggas, but of course, you show them respect for standing up as men. And, you know, he didn't run his mouth. You show him the love, but you don't have to show him it publicly. You can do this shit privately because kids are seeing this. Yeah. Like I said, I seen a video of a kid who got 25 years of life. And he was in the courtroom and the family got up, that the people that he murdered, the dude that he murdered, family got up and spoke. And they said they piece. And then he said, yo, I just want to give a shout out to so-and-so. And when I come home, I'm still gonna be the same nigga. I'm still gonna be this. So the judge was like, whoa, hold up. Like, yo, that's real disrespectful. Like, he's like, yo, we just took the plea. I don't mean it's done yet. You can get life. And that nigga changed his whole thing. But he was willing to do 25 years and come home and be like, yo, nothing ever happened, because he know when he come home, niggas gonna show him so much love because he did time. So we have to stop glorifying these niggas and do it privately. You don't have to do it so publicly. Mm-hmm. That's just my take. My opinion.
So we're gonna read some of the comments. Some of the comments is correct. He kept his word to the leader. He really has integrity. Therefore, at least we can learn from this guy. He is a man of his word. Someone else said, we fuck now, facts. One of my sons spent years of his life in prison. We gave him a welcome home celebration. However, his father expected him to change and make better decisions in life. Yup, true. True, that young man. So those are some of the comments. Nitty saying that it's not, I got a private message saying that, he's saying that people saying it's not public on our page. It is. You have to press the link. Or those of y'all that's on listening or trying to share it, the Facebook the link is posted to all of our pages. I know it's on mine. And they have to just touch it and then they could see it. But yeah, so I guess it's I don't know. I guess we all around the world with this hottest Bobby Smurda, you know, thing. But at the end of the day, I just hope, like they said, you know, he comes home and, you know, he don't go back.
Well, I don't see how that's going to be possible, because if you come home and you're surrounding yourself by those same exact people, they throwing you bundles of money, they giving you pains and stuff like that. If he would have refused them and said, nah, you know, I don't want all of this and that, but he flashing this and that, he riding around already in the truck with the same dudes flashing watches and doing the same thing, it's like you back to the same behavior. So I don't see,
which brings us to another thing that Bobby Smurda did that I didn't necessarily agree with. And me and my brothers had a big old debate about it. My brother Rod, my brother Shakim. When the video started circulating of this guy coming home, I seen, you know, he was with a couple of, I don't know if they were Spanish or white girls and the homies, and I seen the video circulating where he FaceTime his mom on the phone, and she was like so excited saying, oh my God, Kiki, I can't wait to see you, and this, that, and the third. And I was a little like taken back from that, because I have, you know, my brother that's incarcerated. I had my ex who was incarcerated, and I couldn't imagine them doing these years in jail, and I'm being supportive of them and, you know, holding them down or whatever it is that I'm doing. And if it wasn't just me, like my moms or whoever, and the first thing they do is come home is be with the homies or the if he got a wife, that's understandable. But if you was in jail for 7 years and your mother is the one, because all the pictures that used to be circulating, and I know he was locked up with my brother-in-law, his mother was really one coming up there holding him down. How dare you, you know, take your first 24, 48 hours and spend them with somebody other than who was there for you your 7 years? So my brothers, they had a different perspective on it. Rod, do you want to give them how you felt about the situation?
That wasn't the situation I felt when we was talking about the money situation. Right, and he was saying that he came home and went straight to get money. He went straight to the studio to make some money, and I had no problem with that. You know what I mean? And you know, anybody, I don't think anybody in their right mind would have a nigga coming home from jail from doing 7 years going straight to get some money. If I'm his family member, I wouldn't have no problem with that. Like, yo, you want to get some money because you got bills to take care of. You got family to take care of out here. You know what I'm saying? So that was my take on it.
What do you think about that, Black?
Well, you know, I would want to see my family first. That's shit. I did 2 or 3 days, and I was like, Granny, nah. Granny, let me see your sweet face.
I'm no disrespect to my guys. I spoke to some other guys about the situation who haven't been in the streets. You know what I mean? That might be some street mentality. Because I spoke to guys that never been to jail or in the street, and they say if they was to go to jail and they come home, of course they want to get a job, but the first 24 hours, 48 hours, they're going to be spending it with their loved ones, and then they're going to hit the pavement trying to find them a job.
But there's a difference between a job and coming home to a studio where you're getting a check right then and there. You're getting that money. As soon as you walk in, they had the money waiting for them. So when you get a job, that means you got to start working, then get your check later on. So of course a nigga will want to go home and see their family first. But if I guarantee you, if they got a bag sitting right there waiting for them, they're going to go get that bag. And then
so that don't seem, right, I don't seem kind of demonic. So if they really care about him and they want to give him a bag for making a song, they can't wait for he spend the first 48 hours with his family. Why do he have to neglect his family and come in the studio the first 24 hours that you come home and do this? That bag gonna be there even after 48 hours. Somebody just made a comment and said, if we put ourselves in a negative and toxic environment, the negative effect is bound to happen again. It's like anybody with a decent mind would say, yo, bro, spend time with your family. When you finish, we gonna get in this studio and we gonna get to this money. They not letting him do that.
He should have had time. I'm sure that it was his choice to move forward, because I'm sure that, you know, he's so riled up from, you know, looking at them and seeing all what everybody else.
Let me tell you something. I'm active on social media. It was another video. I don't know if I sent it to you, Rob, where that he was in the club and somebody was offering him some liquor and he was like, nah. He looked so uncomfortable. And if you would have read the comments, they are just throwing this dude just back.
They baiting him for the
so you're saying that he got a choice? A lot of these guys come home from jail with their mind fucked up, and they need to be around positive people that's going to be steering them in a positive direction. All of that, we got to do this, we got to do that. They got this man in the club. He looked like a fucking fish out of water.
That's what he was, literally.
Good time. None of that shit.
This, right? You saying they got him? He's chosen to make these decisions. He's making these decisions because he could easily say no, but he's going. So that's his decision to make. If that's on different people. Like everybody see things differently. So if I come home, I might want to go straight to my family. Shakim come home, he might want to go straight to the bag. Tamel come home, he might want to go straight to a strip club. It depends on that person. But we have our own minds to make this decision. So he's making these decisions to go to this club and go to the studio. They're not grabbing no gun and saying, yo, nigga, you going to the studio or you go to the club with us. He's making these decisions to go too.
Right, but at the same token, you can't say that. We know ultimately everybody has their own mind to make, but you are the same one on the same movement that I am. That we gotta protect and be more vocal about our loved ones. Sometimes people make bad decisions and they need motherfuckers around them to tell them, no, son, or no, sis, you shouldn't do it, this, that, and the third. So even though he ultimately can make that decision, but these motherfuckers, he should have people around him that got his best interest. And even if he wants to make a bad decision, would be like, pull him up, be like, nah, we ain't doing that. Because that's the shit that's going to get you in trouble. And that's the this, that, and the third. We all know that we are all grown, and at the end of the day, it's up to us to make these make decisions. But it's very important to have people around you that's going to make, put you in a positive direction. Influence you in the right way. Right.
Well, but at the same time, Fa, you Queen, you know this. All right, you've been incarcerated all these years. You knew what these dudes was up to and what they was about when you was in there. That was the reason why you got caught up. So once you take that step and you get around these same damn folks, you already know what it is. He know what he gonna be around. He was feeling uncomfortable because he hadn't been around it and he out of the loop. He's so far back in years, but obviously he still got it in him if he around him. Because I know.
Let me tell you something. I never did any time in jail per se physically. But those that know, I've been doing this for a while. My ex had did time, and my youngest brother and I did time, and he's still doing time. And I know my older brother did time. A lot of these guys, I feel anybody that did more than 5 years in jail needs therapy. Because these motherfuckers do not be coming. Yo, imagine like they world fucking stop. Or they come home, don't even know the latest technology. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so all of this, releasing these people from jail and just making them go to drug programs, we need more than that. They need to be getting therapy because they are not. We expecting them to be acting or functioning on a regular, normal level, but it's a lot to be locked up. Yo, you have to survive in there. Then you got to cut off your feelings. You got to act like a fucking wolf. You got to do all kind of shit. So. It's like two different worlds. It is. They still be in that type of mind when they come home. And the people don't understand that. Some people that just that might have, dealt with family members or loved ones that was in jail from a distance, they just don't know. I've seen it firsthand. The motherfuckers come home fucked up in the head. Traumatized. On the outside, they be looking like they cool, like this and that, but they be traumatized.
Absolutely, I agree.
I speak to my brother on the phone every day, and some of the shit I be like, yo, you gonna have to start getting your mind right now. That's not normal. That's not this. That's not that. So imagine when he come home. You know what I mean? We need to come together as a community to help their transition be good and not be trying to encourage them. There's no way that man should have been in that little boy. Well, I don't know. He's 20 something in the fucking club. He looked like he was this like lost. And I just felt sorry for him that you got a bunch of people around him that just want to make a movie and they're not looking out for his best interest.
They could care less about his well-being. I agree, sis. I agree.
He said you right on that. A lot go right back.
I want to say this though. Everybody's, it's different strokes for different folks. Everybody's not the same. A lot of people, yes, does need therapy when they come home, but I know men who did 10, 12 years in jail and hit the ground and come and go straight right to business. They got their mind right because they was in their jail, was in that jail, getting their mind right, getting their shit together. I know a lot of niggas who went to jail and got their mind right. They came home on different times. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's different strokes for different folks. Everybody's not the same.
I agree on that, Rob.
Right.
I know
everybody's not the same.
You're right.
Right. Just because somebody come home and get a job, do you think that you don't know what other issues that they got? Just because somebody could be.
You don't neither though, Fatima.
Anybody that's been locked up for all them years, you really think they coming home okay, right?
Yes, I know niggas who came home from doing 15 years, 10, 12 years.
It's people who. But let
me say this before y'all even say something. I know niggas who did 10, 12 years in jail, and when they came home, their life was better before they was when they went to jail. You get what I'm saying? I know niggas who went to jail on some bullshit. They was living with somebody else. They was fucked up in the game. They was robbing and stealing to get to. Then when they go to jail and do all this time, they come home. Now they got their own place, their own cars, their own business. Like
a lot of people done that. I know,
and it's strokes for different folks.
I know some guys. I know some guys who come home from jail and they don't go back out there and get into no criminal activity and they maintain a job, but they cry at night. They think about all the shit that happened that they seen in jail. Just because you see a motherfucker working to get into that bag, that don't mean that they okay upstairs.
And I'm going from my experience. So that should let you know that everybody's not the same.
You think a nigga tell you that he at home crying when he get home from work? You think he telling you that?
Listen. I done seen niggas come home and I slept in the same house with them when they came home. I didn't see them crying.
Okay, well, like I said,
you might have seen somebody crying. I ain't seen nobody crying.
Okay, well, so
that's what I'm saying. It's different strokes for different folks. Everybody is not the same. You might be tougher than me. I might be softer than you. I might go to jail and be a whole bitch. You might go to jail and be a straight up thug, gangster nigga. It's different strokes for different folks. Some niggas go to jail, don't work out. Some niggas go to jail and work out. Some niggas go to jail, don't read. Some niggas go to jail and do
some guys go to jail. Some people go to jail and rehabilitate themselves. They read books. They get their mind right. Look at Malcolm X. Okay, so a lot of people I know.
We talking about statistically speaking in a general for the most part. There's an exception to every rule. So you're gonna tell me for the most, the recidivism rate is just too much. You see how people keep going back in jail and all that. Because when they come home, the pressure be on, they don't get the help that they need, the mental health they need, and they gotta get the they don't find a job and all that. It's like, okay, you may find someone that come home and hit the pavement, but that's a small percentage. Most of them get back in trouble and go to jail, or they go back into them streets. We talking about generally speaking. We ain't talking about the exception or the few that made it pass, made it push through.
That's why I said everybody is not the same. That goes back to what I just said.
We know that everybody is not the same. But we're talking about for the most
general and most. That still says everybody's not the same.
So what do you think? That just don't make them get no help. You know that most people that
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I said some people come home and need help. I said that from the beginning. I said some people come home and need therapy. Some people come home and don't need therapy. That's what I'm saying. Everybody is not the same. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying everybody is not the same.
Rob, Tom Mellor's on. He said he didn't cry, laugh out loud. It's me.
Exactly. Rob. He did 12 years.
He on Sandy's phone. Yeah, on Sandy's line.
That's my bro. He did 12 years. He didn't come home and cry. He hit the ground.
You don't have to cry. And not necessarily cry.
And trauma doesn't necessarily
Let me say that. He didn't need therapy.
It could be other. It could be anger. It could be violence.
Y'all taking me specifically. Now let's be real. Let's keep it real. You might not cry, but you might have other issues. Maybe not crying in the dark.
Yes.
I just use that as an example.
Yes, as an example, right.
Motherfuckers might have anger,
lash out in
motherfuckers might have not reformed,
alcoholism, drugs, all of that.
Let's keep it real up here. This is the Uncensored show. Okay, you tough guy, you didn't cry, Tamel.
But he may have hit the bottle, hit the bitches, you know how that goes.
Who said? What'd you say?
Shakim, he just said the same thing on Facebook. He didn't cry neither.
I mean, well, since Shakim want to throw himself out there, when Shakim first came home, Shakim was so when the first week when Shakim first came home, I met up with him. We went shopping and stuff. His ass was so nervous. He had so much shell shock. These people looking at me, paranoid and all that. Let's keep it real. People are not keeping it real. You did not come home Gucci. You did not come home on the same mindset that you on right now. And let's not say that you all the way good right now either. Nobody, just because you get in the bag and you might get a stable job or get into the money, that don't mean that you all the way good, that you don't need no mental. I never been to jail and I could use therapy. You could use therapy. I don't understand how motherfuckers that spend 10, 15, 20 years in jail think that they don't need no mental therapy. That's a mental illness of itself to not even know that you may need help. There's so many people out here that suffering from mental illness that don't even want to acknowledge that they have it. That's the norm in our culture. No, ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Everybody don't need everybody don't.
A lot of people need it, right?
A lot of people do. Yes, that's why I said from the beginning. There's a lot of people who do, and there's people who don't.
Here she go diagnosing everybody. We on mental illness.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, well, Dr. Everybody don't need it. Everybody don't need it, Dr. Fatima. There's a lot of people who do need it. There are a lot of. I know for a fact there are a lot of people
to get your degree in psychology right now.
Hold on, both of y'all talking.
I know I need it. I know I need it, but I ain't going to talk to nobody. I know I need therapy from the shit I've been through in my life, but I don't mean I'm not going to talk to nobody though.
So do you think you need it, Black?
I went to a therapist.
Okay, so y'all keep on saying that I'm always diagnosing somebody because we are dealing with.
Just joking.
We're being real right now. We cannot keep on making joke about the situation. The fact it is that our culture is hurt, and we need traumatized, and we need to heal so we can get better.
I believe that all of us Black people need therapy because, believe it or not, even if you haven't went to jail or whatever, we are traumatized by racism, period. And we experience it daily. We are oppressed financially, mentally, and so on so many levels. And it is traumatizing to know that you are a Black person. There's so many injustices and we're getting killed and all of this stuff. It's just the fact that we are not, that we haven't cursed out and did a lot of stuff or completely just give up out of fear, out of anxiety, living in a culture where it is blatant racism, we are traumatized.
Tamel said his mind is all the way on. Well, Tamel.
The elevator is stuck on 13.
A lot of people we need help and don't even know that they need help. You ever see the crazy motherfucker say, I'm crazy, I need help? Most people be like, I'm good, I don't need it. It takes a lot for people to say that they need help. I don't know how you did as much time as you did in saying that you Gucci and you don't need no help. Like, I mean, honestly, I know you, I speak to you, and son, you need help.
No.
Don't make me start handing out diagnoses.
Shakim said, I think it's a mental illness to think you're right about everything.
Shakim, you the richest nigga in the world and everybody broke.
That was a good one.
Shakim is the richest nigga in the world and everybody's broke. So we start handing out diagnoses and synopses of what
you can tell Dr. Fatima nothing, boy.
You're right. You're on a lot of go right back to jail, like a second home. Yes, their psychology mindset has been distorted. They need a spiritual intervention. The transition back to life is essential. Hell no, they need more money, not used to slow money. You are right, Queen. They need to help and someone that will not allow them to go back. Somebody said, yes, Queen, you used a great example. Somebody said all issues need mental health support. All of us need mental health support. All of us need mental health support at some point in life. Yeah, so now, but Tamel said by 9 out of 10, you is going to a person that's trying to emphasize but can't sympathize.
Well, I went to therapy. Let me tell y'all about my story. I went to therapy.
Hold on. One more comment. I think therapy should be something that our race and culture should embrace and not be shamed for. I agree 100%. Last to IG. This is what's going on. People are ashamed and like you look at, oh, she needs therapy or he needs therapy or I got therapy or he got therapy. It's looked at as a bad thing when we are traumatized culture that needs to be healing.
Well, I think the reason why people are afraid to go to therapy is because we equate going to a therapist to be crazy because that's all we have been taught and we have, heard about going to a therapist. We have never had it in our community because we lack a lot of, the coverages to get it. But the reason why I went to therapy is because my mother was on drugs and I was very traumatized by that. And so because I had expressed it, how saddened I was by the situation to my regular doctor suggested to my grandmother, who was my primary caretaker, that it would be very beneficial to me at my age, which I was a teenager, probably about 14 or 15, for me to go to a therapist so I could, know how to deal with my feelings and my emotions because I was a young lady and, learning my feelings and my emotions. So I thought it was very beneficial to me. At first, it was a little weird. I may have went to maybe about 5 or 6 sessions. But I attribute me understanding, that situation and getting a better grip on it for me going and speaking to a therapist.
You know what the problem is? Black women are more inclined to go to get therapy and counseling than Black men. It's something about counseling and therapy and Black men.
I was just about to tell you that. I was just about to say that after Black said what she said. She said people don't like to go to therapy. What was the reason why people don't like to go to therapy again, Black?
Because we equate it, because we've seen it in TV and media as if you go through a therapist, you're crazy. You're like schizophrenic.
My thing is this.
Really out of your mind.
A lot of Black men don't want to go to, for me, for instance, a lot of Black people don't want to go to, Black men don't want to go to therapy because they feel like that therapist didn't live their life. So how the fuck you gonna tell me about some shit that you didn't actually live yourself? So how you gonna tell me something that you didn't actually live yourself? You didn't live my life. So how can you tell me about my life?
I don't agree. That's just like,
well, we gotta find a therapist, a hood therapist now.
Oh no, here I am. You got mental illness. You got mental illness. Where's my prescription?
Everybody got mental illness.
All right, since you asked me, Black, I'm gonna be the hood therapist for everybody. I'm gonna pull out my little black book and make schedules. Okay,
that's hilarious.
But I don't agree. That's just like that's like saying you've never been shot before, so you can't tell me if it hurts, and you can't tell me how to cure take care of a wound. You don't necessarily have to go through something.
Let's not say that. Let's not say that.
Hold on, let me
finish.
So
much more to being a Black man than just being shot. So it's so much more to being a Black man in today's society that you can't use just that one incident being shot. So much more to it. Like we grew up differently than everybody else as a Black man.
That's
so much more to it.
That's the whole reason why we.
Why you didn't say nothing about being a Black man? You said you didn't go through what you could get.
I did say something about a Black man. Fatima, you didn't listen to me. You asked people in the comments. I said as a Black man. You said
no. Because you said Black women. I'm not. Your thing was you said as a Black man. I thought you were saying that you don't want to go to a therapist because somebody talk to somebody that's never been through what you've been through.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying that you can have a Black therapist.
I was going for what you said from the Black woman. So I was giving you a Black man point of view.
So you don't think there's any Black therapists? Men that you.
So what I'm saying to you is, I don't think therapy. All right, here's the thing: when you go to school, everybody go to school, right? You went to school, and Black Keisha went to school. So we all got taught the same thing, right? So therapists go to school and gets taught the same thing. They don't get taught how to deal with my problems, the shit I've been through, the shit these Black men been through. You get what I'm saying? So they go to school for therapy to learn how to deal with certain things, but they don't know how to deal with the shit a Black man had to go through.
I get that part. So you don't. So that's why you have to shop around for therapists, and maybe you just need to get a Black male therapist that you think that be sympathetic or empathize with your life. That don't. I mean, I thought you was underneath the impression that you just saying that they could not understand where you was coming from because they're therapists and they maybe never been in the streets or stuff like that. That's the perspective. I didn't know you were saying
Black men growing up in the hood, because most of us grew up in the hood. I'm not saying all of us did, but most of us grew up in the hood. So a Black man that grew up in the hood had a different lifestyle than anybody else on this planet. A Black woman did too. She had a different lifestyle. She had to endure. You were a Black woman. You had to endure some things in this life, and that shit made you who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Like I was saying, everybody is different. And definitely the Black man is definitely different. Off the shit that the life that we had to live, us can't get in a job, to us getting harassed by police, to us getting harassed by the niggas on our block. Like, there's so much to being a Black man that's why I say I don't think a person who went to school to be a therapist, if they didn't live the Black man lifestyle, they can't help me with my lifestyle. That's basically what I'm saying.
So you just is it the requirement that they have to be Black or they have to have some sort of?
I don't want to talk to no white person. I don't like white.
Okay, so that's what you mean. They at least have to be Black.
I don't like white people, so I don't want to talk to them.
These are just the views around.
You gotta ask somebody in the comments that one. You gotta ask somebody in the comments that one. You can't ask me that one. You gotta ask somebody in the comments that one.
These are our own personal views, and it doesn't reflect the station of the Sadior radio station. Let's put that out there again. All right, so some more trending topics was the rest in peace to Nicki Minaj's father. He died in a car accident.
I didn't know that.
That was speaking of Nicki Minaj. Speaking of Nicki Minaj, another thing, her ex Safari, that's another trending topic. Him and his wife Mina is on the breaks and talking about getting divorced, and they're beefing and going back and forth with each other on social media. And then speaking of Safari, it's like another video that's going viral now of an interview of Deb, Waka Flocka's mom, where she said that she was around Nicki Minaj and all that, and she had no idea that Nicki and Safari was together. In fact, that she thought that Safari was Nicki's gay friend.
I did see that. Deb, yeah.
So, Deb, Auntie Deb out there being messy, but she, I'm with you, Auntie Deb. He's never gave me heterosexual vibes at all, ever. Not never. He's always was a little weird and a little flamboyant, a little goofy, and I just could not. And everybody used to say that, oh, Nicki Minaj, they've been together 12 years, and a lot of people didn't know. She never used to claim him. I would not claim him either. He's a goofy. And now they're not together. His goofiness has been glorified. And now to the point now even him and Mina are not getting along. So somebody said, I'm reading comments, they don't tell you about your life. That's one of the biggest misconceptions. It's always been there. It wasn't something that was promoted or just to do. Just because you get taught the same thing by each person can have a different perspective of what they were taught. Wait, Rod, you had to get the red cup. Oh,
I get emotional. I'm one of them persons. So I gotta get that calm down red cup.
Okay. And so what else is another thing we want to send a get well soon to Tiger Woods. He also was in a car accident. And I don't want to talk too much.
Tiger was really in the woods. When I seen that car, I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
What I don't like is with the whole Tiger Woods situation, I feel like this man is having no privacy. I was watching CNN and they had his doctors come on there and give a full report on exactly what they did, how they expect the recovery and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, We could just say that this man got in an accident and we all wish him well and he had surgery. Why do, as I said, HIPAA is not respected when you're a celebrity? Like, why do everybody got to know?
Yeah, I agree. There was no privacy in that. You know,
is anything private?
That was a lot of information they was giving out about him and everybody else. Like, yeah, that's too much, you know?
Celebrities don't have privacy no more. Once you become a celebrity, privacy goes out the window.
Somebody said color has nothing to do with the skill and seasoned profession. Okay, so you're right. Another one is, well, this is not really trending. I don't know if you guys can help me, my co-host, or anybody out there, because I have just walked into the chat room and I didn't know, like, I just discovered this little Yachty, that's his name.
Who?
Little Yachty, the one that wears the nail polish and the beads on his
head. Yeah, Little Yachty, okay.
So is he straight or gay? No, I'm serious.
That's a trick question you asking us. He just needs therapy.
I know you got what you think he is?
What I'm trying to say is he out the closet? Because by glance, I'm thinking he is. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, is he trying to say that he's homosexual? I mean, what is he identifying as? Because you know that's the term that they use.
He's city sexual now. I don't know that one. Good luck with that.
Anybody out there? What did y'all say?
I don't know. He looks gay to me. I'm just gonna say that he looks gay to me. But
so he wasn't trending or nothing. But I just was just like, so is this okay?
So what did you see? You seen him in a picture? What made you say this?
No, it was like a video. Oh no, he had put out a video. He was talking about like one of his lives or whatever. Huh?
Somebody was taking a picture of him in the car.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who is this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, he got nail polish. And then so I like, you know, Googled him and I went and looked at him on YouTube, and all of his videos he has on, his nails look better than mine right now. So I was like, so is this guy supposed to be, you know, straight or gay, you know? And I don't know. Speaking of straight or gay, I don't know if you guys see that other trending video of that guy, James Dean. He's like some, where was he from, Ra? Chicago?
James
Detroit.
Dean? Oh, the rapper nigga, he's from Detroit.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys out there in Sadior land and Facebook land and IG land, it's another video going viral of this guy named, like I said, James Dean, and he's like a gay rapper from Detroit. And I'm telling you, the rhyme that he sounded, I ain't gonna hold you, his bars was good. But in the
his bars was good.
Yeah, he had skills. If he was a whole female,
he got skills on the mic. Nah.
He was talking about, I was like, oh, okay, he has some metaphors and, you know, little catches and stuff like that. But what really brought me, I was just like, wow. He was like on some gangster shit. He said he ain't from down south, he from Detroit. He carried guns, he do this, he that, but he also like fucking niggas. He just got real explicit. He was like, yo, he like hood rich, he like hood niggas, he like rich niggas. He got his down low nigga that got a wife, and he might give him a threesome and all this. And I was like, I mean, of course I'm saying it straight up, but he said it like in a rhythm kind of way. And I was just like,
he said it in a
metaphoric kind of way. It's like, is the industry letting him in? Like, is this what we doing? I'm trying to figure out, has the game officially been sold?
Listen, Queen, what do you mean are they letting him in? He's just being honest and being blatant. Most of the industry is already gay. So they just not trying to let you in on it, which, you know, I mean, if you see a dude with polish, you see the average dude with polish. I don't see raw as certain people with polish on. Mm-hmm. So that goes to tell you right there, if you putting on polish and you know distinctively that you associate polish with a female, and I see you a man and you got on polish, what is that telling you? Where his mind is at.
Right.
So it is what it is. We got to call a spade and stop being, these people be trying to pull the wool over our eyes because we let them. Well, we act like, oh, he ain't gay, he just got on polish. No,
you already know I'm not with
that nigga done did something
like,
before.
if it look like a duck, it quack like a duck. That motherfucker is the duck. Y'all can keep on going on with that bullshit, making all these kind of excuses, and I'm like,
I'm not letting you smash me with no motherfucking nail polish on, period. Come with me and pick me up on a date and you got on polish, I'm not going.
What you was getting ready to say, Rod?
I said, that nigga done did something before.
For those of y'all that don't know, that's our little secret, what we call it, language.
Yeah,
Ra and I have, we be like, when we think somebody done is gay or something or look gay, we be like, that nigga look like he done did something before.
Oh no, we even got a new one. He different.
Oh yeah, different. Now that's not a secret language. Everybody say that. Like that's that different term. Like everybody use that to say, what can I say? He different or she different or whatever. But we be looking at motherfuckers, so we be like, they did. Nah, he looked like he done did something before. There's a lot of motherfuckers that done look like they did something before. They might not want to talk about it, but they done definitely did something before. But yeah, so what else was oh, then it was the Dr. Dre and April dating now.
Who?
Oh, that was exciting.
Dr. Dre.
That was
April is Rob might not know. She's Omarion from B2Ks.
Oh, he must
No, she's not Omarion. She's no. Oh yeah, no, she is
Omarion's baby mother.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, they're a couple now.
Oh,
well, I don't know if they're a couple. Allegedly, they're
dating. They're dating.
Right. So, I guess we're going to wrap up the trending topic segment, and we're going to get into the what would you do if it were you? Which we're going to take one of the things from a trending video that happened. So I don't know if you guys seen, if all of you guys out there seen this video that went viral of this Black man that was arrested by a white cop, and he was handcuffed, and what is it they call it, the dashboard camera? The dash camera or whatever. The dash cam in the police car was running. And so the guy was standing there with his handcuffs on or whatever, and the cop that was arrested him began to choke to death. They said that he was choking over his gum or whatever. And so the cop was like really couldn't breathe and was trying to get it out of his throat, and he was losing consciousness and all of that. And so the Black guy with his handcuffs looking like, throw me the handcuff, throw me the keys to the handcuffs, I'm gonna help you. So the video is like real intense because we're all thinking like, oh my God. So then the cop throws out the handcuffed keys, and we're all looking like, is he gonna take the keys and run? What is he gonna do? So he unhandcuffs himself and he saves the cop life. So, and then the cop let him go. So my thing is, what would you do if it was you, Roscoe? Those of you guys that cannot see him and y'all listening.
You can't ask me nothing. Now, if he was a Black cop, I might have helped him. But a white cop, I would have said.
He's skating, y'all. He's doing the skating motion. What do you mean? Before, after you got what you would have ran with the handcuffs
I got the keys, unhandcuffed myself, I would have booked. Because believe it or not,
that is the funniest thing in the world.
Believe it or not, if I would have resisted that cop in any kind of way, that nigga would have choked me up, slammed me on the ground, did all types of shit to me. So because he's choking on some fucking gum and he's about to die, I'm supposed to save him now? No, I'm out of there. Let me get the keys. I'm gonna help you. So when I get the keys, I'm gonna fuck up out of there. Catch me later.
So some people are saying he's gonna blow up. That lifestyle is promoted heavily. Oh no, they talking about the other comments. There's somebody saying Noah's naive. People be knowing. Okay, that's old comments. April came up. A man with integrity. They saying that the guy that say the cop life has integrity. So what are y'all saying? That my bro don't have integrity because he would have let the man die and run?
The book on that nigga.
Wow, they trying to imply that you
I
have no integrity,
love
you
it.
wouldn't have helped that man. You wouldn't have saved that cop life.
That is hilarious. Huh?
I wouldn't have helped him. I'm sorry.
Hey, mom.
I'm
Shout
sorry.
out.
What's her name? Desire? Is it Desire or Desiree? Her name is Desire, right?
You can call her P.
Okay,
That's Big P from the
I'm sorry.
group.
I wouldn't have helped him.
You said no bueno, huh?
They said the cop have a lot of reflecting to do. You let him go after he saved you. So Black, you didn't give us what would you do? Everybody out there on IG land and
Sadior.
And Sadior land. Hold on. We did not give out the phone number for those who want to call in. You know, I never know the number. I always got to look back. So those that's out there in Sadior land that's listening, I don't know, Mom, you just now text me. Maybe you want to call in. 929-231-6415. Or those out there on Sadior land.
Please call in.
That don't, or even if you're not on Sadior land, you just want to call in and you watch it on IG or Facebook.
That's number right. Holla at us, man. We need that phone ringing.
Somebody could type the number in the comments so they could go back and look at it. It's 929-231-6415. If you guys want to call in and join in the conversation, if y'all want to touch on something that we already said or what we're talking about right now. But those out there and I see everybody's laughing and stuff.
Hold on. What's the number? 929-231-6415.
Yes, sir. 6415. You guys, are y'all laughing at Roscoe and his no integrity having ass? He gonna let this man die and he gonna run? What would I do? I would save his life. What would you do, Black?
I would have saved his life.
Look at you, Rod. You the only one on the panel that wouldn't have saved that man life.
Fuck him.
Damn, Rod. That's what I'm talking about.
This is uncensored, right? This is uncensored, right?
Well, oh my God. Y'all see what we dealing with here? I don't know. So you just gonna jet. You just gonna leave that man choking to death. And you gonna escape.
That nigga was about to lock me up. Man, I'm gonna say this. He did a good thing by letting him go afterwards, but I wouldn't have never seen that. I'd have got the fuck up out of there.
Yo,
fuck him.
P said the cop have a lot of P said, no, your bro don't have the traditional way of thinking. It's okay. Sometimes I hate our people that's too helpful.
That's right. That's a fact.
He definitely hate. Yo, why definitely hate the people that is so forgiving? He be like, what? You see the last show? He's like, and why? He started screaming, why are we so forgiving? Why? Like,
exactly. Why the fuck are we so forgiving, man? That shit don't make no sense to me, man. We forget them niggas for everything they do to us, man. That's another comment. That's another topic. But go ahead, you know I'm about to go in and need another red cup.
Now go get you another red cup and come back on to the table to the panel.
Exactly. That's another topic. That's another time, another topic. But Desiree, you want to talk about that? You can inbox me and we'll talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hear the phone ringing. I'm just looking at it. Oh, hello. Hold on. Hi. This is my work mom. Everybody. She's an active regular listener. So she's calling in. This is my mom, work mom, Carolyn. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Carolyn. I ain't hear from her in a long time.
That's a fact, P. I gotta say that.
Thank you.
But I just want to tell my man that therapy is not for anyone that has a you or your life. Therapy is to guide you to find your way through your tunnel in life, so that you can celebrate it when you get through it.
You hear, Rob? She's talking to you.
I can't hear her.
Oh, yeah. Say it again, Mom.
Therapy is not for anyone that has an opinion on you in your life. It's to help you find your way through your tunnel in life so that you can stay focused and have a better life for yourself.
You're gonna have to repeat it, Father, because I can't hear her.
You can't hear her? Black, can you hear her?
No, not very clear.
Oh.
You gonna have to repeat what
I know she's talking about therapy.
She said therapy is not. I don't know why they can't. They saying that they can't hear you. You can hear them?
I don't know. Maybe because I have my other phone. Let me turn the other phone on.
She's saying that therapy is. What did you say? I can repeat it. What you said, Ma?
Okay, therapy is not for anyone to be telling you what to do.
She said therapy is not for anybody that's telling you what to do. It's helping you to get focused so you could get through whatever it is that you going
through. Baby. Then that's the case. I definitely don't need them because I'm focused. I'm more focused than I've ever been in my life. So I definitely don't need them then.
He said he's focused, Ma. You hear him? Thank you.
I'm gonna give him a spanking. That's what I'm
You heard her, Ma? She said she gonna give you a spanking. That's what she gonna give you.
I need one every now and then.
Ma, he said he need one every week. I think you're gonna have to come bring your belt and book a flight. Exactly. She said she said that we all need therapy, especially her. She said every time she turned on her TV, all she see is they keep killing all her black men and stuff. That's traumatizing to know.
So do she need therapy? Seeing that?
That's what she's saying. She said she go to therapy every week. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So she's calling in to advocate for therapy, right, Mom?
That's what's up, yo. I respect her for that.
Okay. Oh God, thanks, Ma.
Ask her what she would help that cop if that was her.
Ma, he said he want to ask you a question. Would you would have helped that cop if it was you? No. Did you hear the scenario that I gave when about the cop who was choking and he had somebody underneath arrest, and the guy he had under arrest saved his life instead of just running? Would you, if a cop was having you under arrest and then he wound up start choking off of his gum or whatever, would you save his life or would you just run?
I would save his life because that would be on my conscience.
She said she would save his life because that would be on her conscience. So far, Ra, you're the only one with no integrity.
Call me no integrity, Ra.
You don't block your blessings.
She said you can't block your blessings.
That karma will come back.
I can't force them neither.
Thanks for calling in, Ma. Thanks for calling in, Ma. Thanks for always listening. Love you too.
Everybody have a good night. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of all my black children over there.
Thank you. I'll call you later.
Okay.
See you later, Ma.
Okay. So some of the comments is, yup, Ma, let's tag team on him with a good discipline. Mama Lisa, you know your girl, Mama Lisa saying she ready to give you a beating too. She said her and Ma gonna tag team.
I don't mind. I respect my elders. They can beat me all they want.
Y'all gonna have to get him.
But that cop ain't gonna be able to fucking beat me. I'm gonna be fucked up out of there.
One thing for sure, who ain't gonna be giving you beating is that dead cop that you don't know.
Oh my, Rod, that is hilarious.
It's terrible. So let me tell y'all a quick story. That's why I know it's a hood thing. And some of these, the way that, this is why I don't subscribe to the hood mentality. And I try not to think, like, even though I'm from the hood, I try not to think like the typical hood motherfucker. I remember when I was with my ex, and we was in the car. It was me, him, and his son. He was driving. We were literally like 2 blocks from our house, and the car in front of us hit a pedestrian. The person fell on the floor and was not moving. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like screaming. He stopped the car in front of everybody just jumped out of their car. So I jumped out of my car. Him and his son stayed in the car. So everybody that jumped out of their car, they didn't grab their phone. So they like, call the ambulance. So I walked to our car and I'm like, call the ambulance. He said, I ain't dialing 911 on my phone. I said, what? I said, call 911. This woman is not even moving. He refuses to call 911. I walked to his son. I said, yo, call 911. He's like, oh, my phone dead. I had to literally go through my pocketbook and look and shit for my phone. So then, you know, we called, it was a woman. She was laying, you know, damn near motionless. She literally got hit right in front of us. So, you know, we called it, everybody started calling the ambulance or whatever. And then, you know, the ambulance came and then we left. And I was just like so upset with them. And I was arguing with them in the car. I was like, why would y'all do that? I don't fuck with police. I don't call 911. I don't want 911 on my phone. I said, that's a woman. That could have been me. He said, well, it was other people out there that could have called. Why I got the call on my phone? And when I tell you I was fucking upset, and I was like, and you did this in front of your son. So what kind of example are you showing? Like, if a woman gets hit by a car, but I don't care, let somebody else call 911. You, son, we don't fuck with the police. You don't call 911. That's that hood mentality shit. Like even when a person's life, she's not a criminal. Well, we don't know she's a criminal.
Right. Yeah,
you're not gonna get into that argument again. You see somebody's life is in danger and you can literally help save it, but you don't want to dial 911.
That's pathetic.
That's that good shit that I just cannot subscribe to.
Yeah, that's.
So I got a rebuttal for that, right?
What'd you say
about? I said I got a rebuttal for that, right?
Yeah.
Did the ambulance come? Did the ambulance come?
Yes, the ambulance came, but not because neither one of them.
I didn't need to call them then. Somebody else called them.
So, oh God. So what are you saying? This is another what would you do moment.
Why
you ain't calling
me? One of my friends is laying on the floor side. They say, yo, call the police. No, you call the police. Let's get him in the car and take him to the hospital. I'm not calling the police. Fuck them, because they ain't gonna do nothing but come here and start some crazy shit. I'm not calling the police. Let's pick him up and put him in the car and take him to the hospital. I'm not calling the police. You call the police.
Rod, do you know something?
You know how many times the police been called and they come and take their anger out on a black man who had nothing to do with it? Like, I'm not calling them.
Rob, but let me say something. Do you know that a lot of times if you move somebody the wrong way that's been shot, you could cause more damage? You can't. It's best for you to leave that person laying right where they at and let the professionals come in there.
I mean, we didn't pick him up. I left him on the ground, but somebody else called the police. So somebody's going to call the police. If I'm the only person there, then I have no choice but to pick him up and put him in my car and take him to the hospital. Because I'm not calling the police.
Do you guys hear this?
I want to hear it. I want to say it.
We can't get mad at that. We can't get mad at that, Queen.
I see Mustafa that came on. What do you say about? You agreeing with your bro? What are we?
Your homegirl P agreeing with me too. Your homegirl P agreeing with me too.
Good deeds don't go none.
Oh, we've seen that a million times though, Rob. We've seen that a million times when people call the police for medical emergencies and people get killed. And they come and kill the people.
Okay. Hold on. Now I'm gonna act like we ain't even gotta go that far back. You remember when we said be careful because we got, hopefully we get syndicated and our show goes, national and stuff, and certain things that we may have said on show 1 or 2 could come back and bite us. Well, that time has came right now, and we only on show 2. Now on show 1, Roscoe, we shunned old boy who threw his homeboy out the car after he got shot, right? Remember we talked about that? What was it? What's racial name?
Yes, I hear you.
What's his name?
What you're talking about. Go ahead and hear you. Go ahead. You talking about the
YFL Lucci.
YFL Lucci was arrested. Right. And because and it came back to the story that his man got shot and they threw the motherfucker out the car. Now they probably had the same thinking as you. That nigga shot, he going, I'm not calling the police, and because I don't fuck with the police, and somebody else can help him. You thought that was fucked up.
He said he gonna take him to the hospital though.
I'm still taking my friend to the hospital. I'm not taking him.
But you can get jammed up at the hospital with the police too.
No, listen.
So make it make sense.
When you get to the hospital, I'm taking him in the hospital and I'm leaving. I'm not even staying. I'm leaving.
So you would take a shot victim to the hospital, but you won't call 911 and say someone's been hit by a car and this is the address and hang the phone up. Make it make sense, because this don't make sense to me.
I'm not calling the police. I'm sorry.
You will physically take your shot man in the hospital where you gonna get jammed the fuck up with the cameras and all that. Come on now, we need some consistency.
Hey, yo,
this
listen.
don't sound right, Rob.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, listen. I'd rather deal with those consequences right there than me calling the police. I'm not calling the police. I'm sorry. You can take it how you want to take it. I am Roscoe. I have my own opinion, my own life. I'm not calling them. You could call them all you want, Fatima. I'm not calling them.
I will call them. So we're gonna read some of the comments. Somebody said, oh God, I hope I don't swipe. Somebody said, motion my guy. Mustafa said he ain't calling the police. I'm not calling the cops. I'm gonna take you to the hospital. All Lucy had to do was drop him off at the emergency door and peel off.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I feel like him dropping him off at the hospital with all the cameras and they could run his plates and all that, it still would have came back to him. That's more risky than calling 911 because somebody got hit by a car or somebody got shot. I mean, I want y'all to really think about what y'all saying. And this really makes sense.
Well, what they're saying is that if you call the cops, it may immediate confrontation with them may occur, as opposed to you taking them to the hospital. You're safe. He may be saved, and you deal with them consequences. But hey, I'm coming out alive right now if I do it that way, because we know a lot of confrontations with police.
Been on the block, Fatima. How many times the police come up on the block and they just ready to attack? The police is a fucking gang. Well, first and foremost, they are a gang. So when they come, they not coming to ask no questions until they come and move, and stay on the sidewalk. They would tell your mother to fucking move, and if she don't move, they will push her out the fucking way. Fuck them police.
Oh,
I need my drink because I'm getting upset.
Everybody out there, Door Lid and IG Lid, do not be alarmed. This is just his regular shit. Like, he's just a passionate person. Go ahead and take your sip, bro.
I gotta get more alkaline water.
It looks like your cup needs to be refilled. Go ahead. Hold on. Me and Black on talking till you go back and refill your shit.
Okay,
refill your cup.
Do that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yo.
Anyway.
This is y'all wanted some male energy on the show. Now we got the male energy, and he's a whole firecracker that don't like whites, that don't like cops, that don't. Are y'all happy now?
I mean, he don't like the injustices that he's experienced with these people.
That's the whole fact.
Rashi trying to clean up and put some words in there.
I'm the cleanup woman. That's how that goes. But that's why he's so
I told you, my G, how you get. Yeah, I get a little crazy.
DJ, what we gonna do with him?
I'm very passionate about my people and them white people. Yes, I'm sorry, but I'm not fucking with the police. Fuck them. They can kiss my ass. That cop.
But it's not about fucking with the police. It's about saving somebody's life.
Well, he don't want to save somebody's life and he feel like he gonna lose his, and we've seen that so many times.
Exactly.
I'm not saying what that's right, but if you in a position where you've seen it, you know you've experienced that before, you know
how many times have you heard?
I'm the one who called y'all.
I called y'all. How many times have you heard that? I'm the one who called y'all. How many times have you heard that?
A million.
I know I heard it a lot of times. Niggas saying, yo, I'm the one who called y'all, and they still ready to attack.
Yeah. You know how passionate I feel about injustice, and I just think that some things is more important than the other. We can fight for my freedom or whatever at a later date, but my main objective is to try to help save this person's life. That's how I look at it. If somebody has been shot or somebody has been hit by a car, I'm trying to save that person's life. I'm not thinking about if I call the police, they could harass me and they could this, that, and the third. My first thing is, I don't know, I'm just, maybe that's the humanity in me, that my first thing is to try to save someone's life. I know, I'm the type of person that think ahead of myself, like this could happen, that could happen. I am that person. But at the same time, when it comes to saving somebody's life, that's gonna be the first thing on my mind. Because you could say all this could happen, but it could not happen either. You could call 911 and save that person's life, and the cops could say, thank you.
Chill out.
Mustafa saying fuck 12. Y'all so damn ignorant and hood on this damn live. Brownsville is in the building.
I don't fuck with them. I done had too many bad experience with them motherfuckers. Fuck them.
So Ron, let me understand this, because I just need to know this. Me and you together, and I get, God forbid, hit by a car, something hurt, whatever, and I need some medical assistance. I cannot count on you to call 911. Yo, you can move me and I can make me paralyzed. You on your way home.
You to take you to the hospital.
Right. Are you getting this part? That sometimes when people are in accidents or shot or something, and you move them the wrong way, you can make it worse where they can die or
I'd rather deal with that consequence right there than me calling the police, Fatima.
He's fearing for his life, Fatima, is what he's
first
saying.
And foremost, if it's just me and you and nobody else around, I have to deal with that consequence right then and there. But if there's other people around, I'm going to yell, call the police. You call, I'm not calling. Yo, call the cops. I'm not calling them. Yo, call the cops. Call the cops. Listen, I'm admitting to saying I would tell somebody else to call the cops, but I am not calling them.
Okay, guys, what do you people out there? People will say, oh my God, flat, somebody said flat out stupidity. Somebody said bad
What's your opinion?
Oh no, I don't know what, I'm reading the old comments. I don't know which one they talking about, because they saying bad example for a dad raising children straight from the hood stuff. Call for help to our own demise. So they might be talking about the situation where I gave, about when my ex, when I said he was right in front of his son.
Yeah, that's what I think that was. That makes sense.
So that's some of the comments there. Facts, cause fuck 911. So the other, what would you do if you, the other one more what would you do thing is, what would you do if you saw your loved one's significant other cheating?
My loved one, as my brother or somebody, one of my friends.
Your loved one, your friends, your brother, your sister, they significant other.
Oh, she going on blast.
And you see them cheating.
Going on blast.
Huh?
She going on blast. What the fuck you doing in here? Who is this nigga? What? Yo, who is him? What you doing with this nigga?
Okay, you tell him.
Instead of calling 911, I would call my brother. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, yo, this chick out here with this nigga on a date. What you mean? You look like a date to me. Them motherfuckers together sitting at a restaurant. I call him. I'm not calling 911. Yo, bro, look, FaceTime. Yo, look.
Somebody said I need to chime in. The number is 929.
I'm gonna call the number.
929-231-6415. If you want to call in, 929-231-6415. That's the number that you can call in. To the pure of all things are pure, no matter what. So, Black, what would you do?
What you mean?
What would you do if you saw one of your loved ones' significant other cheating on them?
Oh, I have. I read it. I had to tell.
Okay.
And it didn't turn out. It didn't turn out how I expected. But
how did you expect it?
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I got a story to tell. But go ahead, Black.
Well, I expected, them to handle it a different way. But once I told them, it was like I was hating. and he switched it around to make it seem like it was something else. But I saw him at a hotel, so I don't know how the hell more switch around. I don't know how he wiggled out of that one. I was like, damn, he got that good. Because if you see a nigga going in the hotel with a nut, what y'all doing in the hotel?
So my thing is, I will say this. It's certain things that have to factor in. If I saw my people's, one of my loved ones, significant other cheating, what I tell them, it depends. It depends on who is the loved one. Because some people have made it clear that they don't want to know what the fuck their significant other is doing. You know how some be like, whatever I don't know won't hurt me. If you see my man or you see my girl, I don't want to know. But however, if I see any of my people's significant other cheating, I will take a picture or video, and depending on who it is, you know what I mean? So, because it ain't nothing about telling, it's about what you could prove. Because some people will be like, and not only would I take the picture and the video or both, I would make that person see that I see you. So they might tell on themselves. And so a lot of motherfuckers might tell on themselves and try to switch it like, oh, she's lying or whatever. And then if they come to me, then I'll be like, well, here go the evidence. But I feel like, you got to know who you telling. Like some people don't want to know.
Can I tell you my story?
Yes.
So you know this person who lived down the hall from me. So
we getting personal now?
Yeah, I'm not saying her name though, but she lived down the hall
her
from me.
Her name, yo, you a mess.
So I comes in town. I'm looking for my baby moms, because my baby mother's not.
Funny.
My baby mother's not in the house.
You on a roll tonight, Rob?
So I goes and knocks on the homie door, like, yo, to see if she know where my baby moms is at. So they hang together. So I'm like, boom, 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 boom. So nobody's answering. But in our building, you could hear somebody walking up to the door because the floor squeaks loud. So I hear somebody walking up to the door, but nobody's answering. So I'm automatically I'm on point.
You got the charter?
So I said, yo, I can hear you. So the nigga says, yo, chill. I know who you is, but you don't know who this is. So, no, he said, yo, so-and-so not here. So I said, yo, who the fuck is that? He said, yo, I know who you is, but you don't know who I am. So I said, what?
Hold on, pause, Roscoe. They texting me. Y'all cannot hear me. The number is 929-231-6415. Twain, I see you want to call in. The number is 929-231-6415. I cannot answer your text messages. Well, go ahead.
So, anyway, as the dude comes to the dude say, yo, she not here. So I say, who the fuck is that? Because, she messed with my man. You know what I mean? So I'm like, who the fuck is that? So he like, yo, I know who you is, but you don't know who I am. So, I cocks the mad loud. I want him to hear it. Cock. So
this was years ago, Eddie. If the law enforcement is listening, this was years ago.
This is in the past. This is 20 years ago. Anyway, so I say, yo, nigga, if you don't open this motherfucking door, I'm gonna throw something through this motherfucker. So the nigga opened the door, it's my man. So I'm like, what the fuck you doing in here? He like, yo, she told me to come and the door was open. So I was like, wow. So he like, I said, yo, you better be glad my man wasn't with me, because if my man was with me, you would have some problems right now. So he like, yo, take me. I dropped the nigga off. So I calls my man, like, yo, I just caught a nigga in your baby mom's crib. He like, what? I said, yeah, I caught a nigga in your baby mom's crib. I know the nigga. So he calls his baby moms. You know what I mean? He gets out the car with me. He calls his baby mom. He calls me back like, yo. She said, you lying. So I said, I'm lying. He said, yeah, and I believe her. I said, nigga, I'm telling you, I caught a nigga in her house, and you gonna believe her over me? I said, I tell you what, I got the nigga number, because I dropped him off. So I got his number, because me and the nigga's cool. So I got the nigga number, like, yo, whatever. I know the nigga. You know him too. So
don't put me in there.
I said, I got the nigga number, you can call him. Know what I mean? So you can call him. So he like, all right, he calls the nigga. The nigga says everything I said. So he like, yo, he still says to me, yo, I don't believe it. So I said, yo, there's nothing else I can say about it. You don't want to believe it, then don't believe it, my nigga. That thing must be good as a motherfucker for you not to believe me. And I'm saying, I live with you. We live in the same household. You sitting here telling me I'm gonna lie about some shit like that? And then the nigga that I gave you his number to call, he's gonna lie too? Like, what the fuck? Yo, so, you know, you're right. You can't tell everybody. Some motherfuckers don't want to hear it.
So I have a story that I want to share that those of y'all that know I am, you know, I'm not with my husband legally. I mean, my legal husband anymore. And we broke up over a situation like that. A friend of mine had caught him cheating. She was out with her family on you know, out to dinner or whatever. And he was out there cheating with his mother and his side bitch. And so my friend called me on the phone and was like, yo, Tima, so what she did was smooth. She didn't imply that he was cheating. She like, oh, you know, your husband is out at the restaurant here with his moms and a girl. I said, with his moms and the girl. Oh yeah, how the girl look? But I was like, well, I said, you know what? Go over there and get that nigga the phone. You know what I'm saying? And my friend went over there, gave him the phone, and he like, of course he's married. So the girl that he's fucking with know that he's got a wife. She goes and says, he says, what are you talking about? I'm here. I'm here with my mom and my aunt. He called his side bitch his aunt, right?
That nigga swift. He's good.
So I said, your aunt. I said, what aunt? He was like, Aunt D and shit. So I said, really? So the nigga, he played me hard. So he was like, wow, you want to speak to her? I was like, no, I don't gotta speak to her. You saying that you with your aunt, okay. So she got back, he passed the phone back to my homegirl. And my homegirl was like, Fatima, that ain't his aunt. So I was like, that ain't his aunt. I was like, she's like, no. And you know, she actually met his aunt before or whatever. So I was like, because she walked away and then she was like, that ain't his aunt. So I was like, put him back on the phone. So she went back over there and, you know, and the mother started flipping, talking about, oh, what are you doing? Is that his that tell Fatima I'm out to dinner and she's ruining my dinner. But long story short, my friend did what she was supposed to do. But do you know how niggas play? You know what I mean? My ex tried to flip it on me like, that ain't really your friend. You're a real friend when he even told you. She know we going through issues. Why would she call you with this? I said, bitch, no, she my friend, nigga. You ain't my fucking friend. She did what she was supposed to do. But you know, that just, I gave that little quick story about like, some motherfucking girls is real weak. There's some people that would be like, will find a way to turn on their friend and not believe their friend. Oh, he said it was his aunt. That's it, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, no, I would never like, I mean, some friends you know is messy, but then there's some friends you just know it's like, no, she's telling the truth. This ain't the friend that ain't lying.
We Mustafa comment, yo.
What
Mustafa comment on IG.
My ex was on a date with her husband. Her cousin, I was sleeping with her, called me and told, what? Wait a minute, what is that? What is you talking about? My ex was on a date with her husband, her cousin, and I was sleeping with, called me and
told him.
Mustafa, I want you to log the fuck off at this point, all right?
I want you to call in. Yo, Mustafa, I want you to call in, man. Call the number, please call the number.
Mustafa, no, we weren't here to log off. Don't come on here with your messiness.
Yo, call in, bro.
Swain, I know you. If you listening, I told you the number is 929-231-64. I know you text me, but I can't touch my phone because everything gonna go crazy.
More time.
Mustafa, your big head ass could call in and be messy and show how much of a whore you are. You could call at 929. Oh yeah, Rob
6415, right?
Rob placed the number on the IG, but yeah. So pretty much, we all are unanimous about this. We telling, but Rob said I'm telling on her. But the thing about it is, so why do guys be getting guys keep this camaraderie and they will tell in a minute. If they catch their man girl cheating, but as soon as we tell one of our homegirls that they man is cheating, the man try to flip it on us. The man be like, oh, that bitch, she just want me, and why she starting trouble, and why she this, that, and the third. So it's okay for y'all to have some camaraderie, but we can't amongst girls. Why is that, Rob?
That says a lot. That's what I can say. That says a lot. Like, y'all don't trust each other.
Who don't trust each other?
Females don't trust female friends. Don't trust female friends.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying.
So
what I'm saying is it's acceptable when men tell their homeboy, oh yeah, I saw your shorty and she was this, that, and the third. It was cool. But if a girl tell her girl, the man try to flip it and be like, oh, that bitch just want me anyway, and she should mind her business. But y'all can stick together, but y'all be mad at us when we stick together. That's just
I gotta be real with you, and you might not want to hear this, but a nigga think he got you whipped to say some shit like that to you. Like to say, yo, and she lying. So he want to see if you gonna believe him over her. So
he don't think I think every guy gonna try it, but he definitely
gonna try it.
He gotta try it. He work with me.
What? She lying. I want my aunt. And he want to see if you gonna believe him over her. Who's more important, me or her?
Boys, them sugar said men just want to be in control all the time. Exactly. And they want to stick together, but they don't want us to stick together. They self-destruct when they realize they're not. Exactly. That's why I don't pay these motherfuckers no ass mind. Yeah, you ain't.
Look at my wife agreeing with you. I ought to go back there and jump off the top rope with an elbow.
That's right. Shout out to Monica. That's right, Monica. Y'all think y'all could be cool. Y'all could be. It's bro code. As soon as we show some camaraderie, it's like, Black, you're on mute. You're on mute.
We can't hear you, Black.
Oh,
okay, yeah. Now
I'm over here just smiling.
I know. I said she's saying something, but she don't know we don't hear her. Yeah. So basically, you guys can have camaraderie that we can't. Well, like you saying that a nigga only a nigga gonna try that if he think he what? No, I think a nigga gonna try that if he think I think every dude gonna try that, but only the silly bitches fall for that. Like you gonna get mad at your friend for looking out for you.
It happened to me with a family member. I'm telling y'all, I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it.
Eve team, what is it? Oh, Yvette Mine just joined in. Hey, Yvette Mine. So
Fatima, hold on. I want you to meet my one that's always at the house. I always tell him he's at the house.
That's CJ?
Yeah.
I don't see your head, CJ. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hey, what's up, CJ? You hear me in there screaming and shit, right?
Yo, I'm with my bro.
No, you ain't. No. Oh, see, you see the bro code? You see the bro code? That's all right, because it's a sisterhood with me too. I'm with my sis. I'm telling. You do something in front of me, I'm telling. And if she don't like you, I don't fucking like you. If y'all get back together, yeah, it's good, but I still don't like you. That's the type of time I'm on.
I know, baby. You're right. I know. You ain't gotta even say it. I know. You're right.
Who? Monica. What Monica saying?
She said, babe, your ass already know. Yeah, she's right. You know, she starts talking like that. You gotta agree with the wife. Yeah, you're right, babe. I don't want no problems.
That's right. Monica, matter of fact, you go in the back and bust CJ in the head. He told you. So then now we're gonna move to the Make It Make Sense segment. So we all, we discussed it on the panel and we came up with a few things that we need for you guys to maybe y'all can help it make sense. So one of the things that, we all was unanimous about is we need for motherfuckers to make it sense. We are tired of men leading with their money and then getting mad when a woman only wants it for their money. Okay, Black, you can leave. We have, you know how some guys, Black, you want to say your goodbyes?
Yes, bye everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to
Black is on vacation, so she.
Yes, I need to go back and finish vacating and everything. Okay, but I just want to say bye, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, and we see y'all next time. It was so much fun. Y'all make me
and
laugh.
Rod's gonna continue on. Black is the only one leaving. Okay, so we're still here. Ryan the Queen is still here. So why do men leave? You know how there's some men that always talk about how much money they got and flashing their money and all that. And those be the first ones that be getting mad when a girl just wanted for their money. And to keep it fair, we need somebody to make it sense about even the women. The women that always talking about they coochie, how good they head is, how good this it is, and then they get mad when a man just want them for sex. Right.
You're right. That's a fact. Because women leave with their body and they get mad when a nigga only want his body. You leave with your pussy, they get mad when a nigga only want his pussy. And then niggas get mad when they leave with money. They showing the money. They got the money phone. They got the money running down their arms. You know, they always showing money and then get mad when a chick only want money. That shit don't make sense to me. Make somebody in the comments make it make sense to me, please.
What's up, Troy? Nobody in the comments. Chilling, sis.
Twain never called in. What's his name? Twain. What's his name? He never called in.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if I missed the call or whatever because the volume is down. Did I miss it? And I got my what you call it on too. But anyway, if he's still listening, y'all can call. I guess Mustafa don't want to share his horror stories on the phone. So anybody out there? And another one that we definitely wanted to talk about is, you know, make it make sense. Why don't the hood support you on the come up? But as soon as you become successful, they all want to start dick riding after that.
It's a fact.
Make it make sense.
That's a fact.
We see it all the time, you know what I mean? We don't support, you know, our own, but then as soon as they make it big and they don't come back to the hood, or as soon as you make it successful, everybody in your hood thinks that you're supposed to come back and give turkeys every year. That nigga, she don't come back, or he don't come back. But when he was grinding and he needed you to support him or she to support you,
he was nowhere to fucking be found.
So we could give, for example, Rod, your personal experience, like right now. You know, Rod's just started his trucking business and on this radio show. Do you feel like you are getting the support from
what's so crazy is this, right? Every black man that I know personally, even if I don't know him personally, if I see him, if I'm friends with them on Facebook and they have like a clothing line or something, I will go and buy their clothes and throw it on my Facebook and say, yo, go hit so-and-so up. You know what I mean? He got this, you know what I mean? And niggas that I fuck with would go buy their clothes. So now that I got my own trucking company, my own trucking business, we manage trucks and we dispatch for trucks. We got our own trucks. Niggas, I post videos about my business. I get 60, 70 views, but I see 2, 3 likes. Like, yo, that shit don't make sense to me. But if I make a post about something negative or a funny joke, I get thousands of likes. Like that shit don't make sense. Then if I make it big, you gonna have motherfuckers like, oh, that's my nigga, that's my nigga. I wasn't your nigga when I was on the come up. Well, where you was at when I was on the come up? Somebody please make that shit make sense to me.
And we're in such an effortless era to support that it doesn't make sense. Like you said, Ra, you're like me. This is why we always click or whatever. I'm the type of person that if I know, if you on my timeline, if I know you, if I don't know you, and you on my timeline, I like to support people. I buy shit that I don't even fucking want or that I don't even need, but I'm just doing it to support another black owned business, right? We got, for instance, this show, and for instance, his trucking company, where you may not per se, you don't have to spend any money. How you can support us, him, or whoever is simply reposting, tuning in,
share button.
or sharing, or telling, yo, if you don't want to get in the trucking business, you can always just like put it on your stories, put it on your page, and somebody that you may know maybe, you know, could be want to get in business with them. We got so many people that be calling you your bros, your sis, your this. I'm gonna be honest with you. We got personal. I got family members right now that we're on the outs because when I started this radio show, I mean that I supported everything and every adventure they did. If they was selling motherfucking you know, double egg sandwiches, I'll be like, come get these double egg sandwiches and all that. So I mean, I don't have no kids. I'll be to everybody's baby shower, everybody's fucking birthday party, and all that. So whatever it is that I'm doing, like I'm not gonna hold, I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to my home team. I got a great support system. Sorry to say that it's not my family. I got a few family members that check in on here on a regular basis, but everybody that support me, that repost my shit, it don't never be none of my family. So I'm the type of person, if I feel some type of way, you know, I addresses it. I don't talk behind people back. So I address it, and they make it seem like it's a figment of my imagination. But then you see these same motherfuckers, they're dick ride, you know, a celebrity that they don't know, or some other motherfucker, like they'll repost somebody else shit, but your own blood or your own people that you grew up with, your own motherfuckers that you call your friend, you won't repost, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, I don't get it. Like, this is, make it make sense to me. But then y'all will literally repost and be on there, happy birthday, Jay-Z, happy, you know, they will sit there and shout out a celebrity.
Shout for your birthday. Yo, they going through that too. Like, niggas will send me their music in my inbox, want me to post their music, but won't even say happy birthday, Roscoe. Like, happy birthday, Rod. Like, nigga, you want me to post your music, but you won't even say happy birthday to me. Like, what the fuck? Yo, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. That shit is corny to me. Because it's supposed to be, I scratch your back, you scratch my back. Niggas don't want to scratch your back and seem like you might take off more than them. Niggas don't want, that goes back to the crab in the barrel shit. Niggas don't want to see you make more money than them, but they want you to support them. And I'm the type of nigga that's going to support you. To the 100, I support my people. And you know, like I always say, I don't like them other people, so I'll make sure I support my people. No matter what it is you got, I'm gonna throw it on my page. If you got a music industry, you're a producer, you got a clothing line, you got sneakers, you got hats, I'm gonna throw that shit on my page if I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't get that same love in return, like, that shit is crazy.
So I've been doing this. I've been you know, doing this radio show for some months now. So I already I had this feeling that Ra have. I was introduced to it too. I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like I said, my immediate team that I hang out with on a regular basis, they have been very supportive of me from day one. Check in, and there's some people that I didn't think that will be supportive. Soon as I get off the air, I get texts, good show. Even if they're not checking in on Facebook or Instagram, they listening through the Sadior. Shout out to Ron and Anthony and Mikey and all of them that be listening sometimes from the Sadior. Every people that I least expect that would support me, and it be ones that you supported them through everything. You motherfucking, you want to be a party promoter? I had another homegirl that, I mean, I supported her with all type of shit. She was a party promoter, you know, her son party, this, that, went out of, you know, the country with her and everything. And she has yet to say, congratulations, I see you, or whatever. So when I was doing my round of addressing people, it was too many people to address. So I decided not to. I said, I'm going to address each and every individual when they call me asking me for a favor or needed something. So the time came and she called me asking me for a favor. Could I tell her how to get something? And I was like, sure, no problem. I told her, and I said, I just wish the same energy was returned to me. So she was like, well, what you talking about? I was like, you know, it's funny because, you know, my show been on, and at that point, maybe it could have been for 4 or 5 months. I said, you have yet to like a post. You have yet to send a congratulations. You have yet to acknowledge anything. And she was like, you know what? I have been seeing your post and I haven't gotten around to looking at it or whatever, but I was, and you know what, you right or whatever. But you know, if you want me to be on your show or this and that, all you got to do is ask. I said, why do I got to ask? You know, when I'm supporting people, they don't got to ask me to support them. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it. So she wound up flipping it on me. So she said, but I could have sworn I liked the poster too. I'm like, no, you didn't. So she goes on my Instagram and she was like, but I do notice that you got this post up here saying, support me now. Don't wait till I, blow up or whatever. Is that a subliminal to me? I'm like, sis, it could have, if it could apply to you, it could apply to you. But that wasn't no direct to one direct person. It's to everybody that it could apply to. She, instead of her just acknowledging the situation, she made it about her. Now she's mad. Oh, I don't do this. I don't do subliminals on social media. I said, what? What are you talking about?
That was a scapegoat.
Yeah. So I have not spoken to sis since then. She still hasn't congratulated and nothing, but we still on social media. We still, for some reason, still friends on social media. But you see how people, you know what I mean? And then I see her make posts that be about how supportive she is. And I'm like, so to how supportive she is to her friends. So all I look at it is like, I must not be your friend because I don't see the support. And if somebody, like I said, with the whole Kobe Bryant, the whole Meek Mill thing, if somebody tell you that's something that bothered them, even if that wasn't your intention, you correct it or you apologize. Now, if I'm telling you I feel some type of way and you my friend, how do you make it about you and now you mad? Because I called you on how you not supportive to me. And I done supported every fucking adventure and everything that you done got going on.
Right.
That's I needed to make sense. Like what does it don't take nothing for you to support another person.
It's a fact. It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing to support. It don't cost to support. You know what I mean? And what's even more crazy is we had a discussion about people in my inbox asking me for money because I look out for people. If a nigga can call me with some sob story and I got it, I'm gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? But them same niggas that I done gave money to out of my pocket, you know what I mean? Niggas will not even share my shit. Like, nigga, you called me with this. I had niggas call me and say, my mom's is locked up. I'm short $200 to get her out. I would give them $200. I had niggas call me and say, I'm fucked up. I'm selling this. And I said, I don't want that. But come get a couple of dollars. I'm not gonna buy what you selling.
Right, you ain't even getting into what we really said. Besides that, let's talk about you started your trucking business. You started this trucking business, and you got people in your inbox asking you on how to do it and this, that, and the same people ain't like a post or even comment under it, but they inquiring how to get their shit started. That just goes to show you how fucked up people are. They don't want to show no support to you, but they want in on the action.
That's a fact.
Make this shit make sense to me.
They be the ones who don't even like shit. They don't even comment, don't like shit, be in my inbox or your bro. I see you fucking with the trucks, how I get my own truck, or how I do this, or how I do that. Like, damn, nigga, I didn't see you in the comments. I didn't see you like nothing, but you in my inbox asking me for information that, listen, I ain't tell people this, but I paid for courses for this shit. Right. I took courses that I had to pay for to learn this information. Mm-hmm. Now you asking me for this shit for free. And I'm the type of person who will give it to you for free. Mm-hmm. But you won't even like shit. You won't even comment. You won't even like or share nothing. Mm-hmm. That shit is crazy to me.
And my thing about it is I really don't give a fuck about likes, but I do appreciate shares because even though we know that likes don't mean nothing. I put stuff on my stories, 300 fucking views. I put the same shit on my motherfucking page, 50 likes. So that we already know that people like to watch more than they like to, show love or whatever. So even if you don't like and you want to just share it, it's all about having the audience and you, as far as we doing the radio show, the more people that's watching, the better for us. As far as your trucking business, the more people know, even if they can't, even if they not
you in the right direction
right now, they know somebody that can do all that. That's how the support things work. I don't know why do we have to have a whole tutorial on how to support your peoples. And then when we get it up out of the mud or whatever it is that we do and become the success, then everybody want to get on there and be like, yo, I know him, I know her, that was my man. We went to so-and-so together. I knew them. That's that dick ride and corny culture that we in. They be dick riding people for all the wrong reasons. And they dick ride the wrong motherfuckers, and it's just annoying.
Yo, fire them up. Let me tell you something. Like, Papoose is following me, right? So say if I post a picture and he comments on it, motherfuckers who don't like my shit or comment will like his post. Like, this shit, and they will comment, they will reply to him on my post and won't say nothing to me. Like, that shit blows my fucking mind. Like, he's on my post, right? You're not even saying, you're not
even
Roscoe,
acknowledging me.
Exactly, they don't even acknowledge me. You just like his post or like his comment or even reply to him or won't even say nothing to me. Like,
bro, what we like to say, these niggas is different. These niggas and chicks is different. We've cut from a different cloth. Like, you are like me. We are supportive. We loving. If we down with you, we down with you. And even if we don't, it ain't got to be nothing personal. I don't understand the type of time that these people are on right now.
Even if I don't know you,
see them dick riding corny motherfuckers. Because you know what it's all about. Huh?
And for instance, if I don't know you, you got a code line that I like, but we're friends on Facebook because we're friends with a lot of people that we don't actually know. You know what I'm saying? While we might have seen passing, or we seen each other around, but we never really held a conversation. So we could be friends on Facebook. And if I see you got something that I like, or y'all like that, how much you want for that? And I buy it, you know what I'm saying? Then I throw it on and say, look, go hit so-and-so up for this shit. This shit fire. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And niggas would be like, appreciate you. Nigga won't even say I appreciate you. My niggas from New York, it could be a nigga down here that got a clothing line. My niggas from New York, I see it and put orders in. And these same niggas won't even say, yo, Ross, I see you got your show. I'm gonna share your shit. I'm gonna post on your shit. I'm gonna like your shit. I'm gonna sit there and watch your show. It don't even be them niggas. I be saying niggas gonna be watching. I be like, yo, this shit crazy to me. But you know what? That shit ain't gonna change me. Cause I'm still gonna be the same.
You know what somebody told me? It's a known fact that a lot of successful people, they became successful by the support or help of a stranger, not by their loved ones or their people. That's what I mean? And that's just the simple fact of the matter is when you get in any game, don't think that you're going to get this love and support that you think you're going to get from your loved ones, because those are the ones that'll be fall short, you know what I mean? And it'll be some stranger that take you to the next level or take you where you need to be. And with that in your mind, when you got that in your head, it's nothing going to stop you. I don't let the line support, really stop me from doing anything. But I do recognize it, and I'm acknowledging it and calling it out, like, because these be the same motherfuckers that want you to help, want you to help them and be support. Like, knowing in the middle of everything, not supportive of you, and still will call you up for a favor.
That's a fact.
You be like, wait, hold on. So that it just shows that they don't value you how you value them. That's how the fuck I take it.
It's a fact.
And I don't like one-way relationships, whether it's intimate or friendship. I'm appreciate you, you appreciate me. I'm gonna show you love, you show me love. I'm not on nobody's fucking dick. And for teammates, I ain't dick riding nobody. It ain't nobody that I'm gonna be treating treating them all good and they treating me like shit. I'm not into those type of toxic one-way kind of relationship. So when I see people not being receptive, or not being reciprocated, I fall back. I don't give a fuck who you are. Family, friends, whoever. Oh, I knew you from the fucking sandbox. None of that shit don't matter to me. This is a two-way street. People always got all these expectations and think that you're supposed to do so much for them. And it's just like a whole, take situation, but they don't want to give nothing.
Fact.
So I think that ends the last segment of our show. We went over 20 minutes. I guess we didn't really go over 20 minutes because we came in about 20 minutes late.
Mark didn't hit us up neither, so I guess we good.
You said what?
Mark didn't hit us up neither. He'll hit us up like, yo, what's up?
Right. Shout out to Mark, the owner and engineer of Sadior Radio. He holds us down. Even though we supposed to get off at 9:00, let us rock out and all of that. So we want to thank everybody Twain, I see you just joined back in. What up, Sha? But you're not wrong for ending that friendship. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I was born in this world by myself. It ain't really too many people that I don't give a fuck that don't talk to me no more, or the relationship is not the same or whatever. Like, I move the fuck on. I'm not one of those people that cry over spilled milk. So yeah. We want to shout out everybody that came in and chimed in and tuned in. We appreciate y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We on every second and fourth Sunday on the Sadior radio app and live on all our social media pages. Also, when you tell a friend to tell a friend, tell them it says 7 to 9, but we be having technical difficulties every show.
We might start at 7:15.
7-ish, and we go on to 9-ish. Okay, tell them we be on Black folks time, but we on, okay, every second and fourth Sunday of every month. So we like to thank everybody that checked in. What's up, cuz? Thanks, great show. That's one of my cousins. Like I said, I got some family members that do support. My cousin Gina, she always on the check-in. Shout her out. Yeah, we appreciate all the love. Going forward with peace. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sis. Thank everybody for all the love and the support, and we'll see you guys. And well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The next show is, when is it? Because I'm gonna be in Atlanta. So the next show, I want y'all to be nice to Ra and Black. They're gonna be leading because I'm gonna be coming in late. I'm gonna be coming in from Atlanta. And so I'm probably coming towards the end of the show. But y'all be nice.
Are you trying to be nice? That's what we get. You gonna try to be nice to us? That's what we get.
Y'all trying to be nice to them. They gonna hold it down for the uncensored, and I'm gonna come in later on or whatever. So love you guys. I see y'all in 2 weeks.
Salute, yo. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. I love the support for the real people who support us. Fucking motherfuckers, and see you the second Sunday.
Oh yeah, and don't forget the YouTube channel. So those of you guys that's on here, y'all want to share our show, y'all could go to the Sadior, which is SADIOR, the Sadior radio page on YouTube, and you can look up the Uncensored show, and you can share the link, you could text it, put it on your page, and do it like that. And then also we're gonna try to save it on our IG page. You heard? Right? When we get off, you press the X.